This will be round 2 or round 3 question. So there are 4 cars A, B, C, D were driving their 4 car drivers driving their cars on the track, the car zone given below. There are two concentric circles in the square. Okay. So the information is the car are such that their drivers cannot get to know whether they are moving or stationary. They cannot even judge the speed of their own cars. The driver can measure the speed of the other cars only with respect to themselves. However, 2 or more cars are moving parallel to each other whenever. Basically, they are talking about relative speed here, right? So you can judge the relative speed of the other car, but not actual speed. They move at constant speed in either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. When B passed from point P, he made the following observation at that instant. A's car passed through point Q at a speed of 50 km per hour. So mind it that 50 km per hour is not the actual speed of A. It's speed. This is the speed with respect to B. Okay. B says C's car passed through point R and D's car passed through S, and C and D are moving in the same direction at a particular instant and speeds with 40 and 60 respectively. Now, if A, B, C, D all are moving in clockwise direction, so let's make the diagram here. It's like this. These are the 4 points. Let's say this is P, this is Q, this is R, and this is S. Now A is at point Q, C at R, and D at S. So P has to be at P, and the speeds of C and D are 40 and 60 with respect to B. Okay. So and they are moving in the clockwise direction. That means C will move in this direction, A will move in this direction, B will move in this direction, and D will move in this direction. And the speed of B is given as 20 miles per hour. So this is the actual speed of B. Okay. Now speed of B is 20 and speed of C is 40, but that is with respect to B. Now at this instant, they are moving in the opposite direction. That means the relative speed has to be the summation of the two speeds, which is 40 here. So speed of C has to be 20. Actual speed 20 plus 20 becomes 40. Speed of D is 60 km miles per hour. B and D are moving in same direction in this case, and the relative speed in the same direction will be the difference of the two speeds. So if difference is 60, that means D has to be 80 miles per hour, and speed of A is 50. So similarly, it will come out to be 30 miles per hour. So the ratio of A, B, C, D will be 3 is to 2 is to 2 is to 8. 3 to 2, 8 is the option C. This one says that both A and B are moving in clockwise direction. What would the possible value of average of the speeds of the 4 cars, not average speed, right? So A and B are moving in clockwise direction. So again, if I make the figure here, now here A and B are moving in clockwise direction. C and D moving in the same direction, but we do not know whether they are moving in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. So we have to make 2 cases. Let's say the first case, they are moving in clockwise direction. In the second case, they are moving in anti-clockwise direction, right? Let the speed of A, B, C, D be small a, small b, small b, small d. So if you take the first case, A and B are moving in opposite direction in this case. That means A plus B has to be 50. Similarly here also A plus B is 50. B and C are moving in opposite direction. So B plus C has to be 40. And in this case, B and D are moving in same direction. So D minus B should be either plus 60 or minus 60. Okay, depending on which speed is higher. Similarly, in this case, B and C are moving in same direction. So C minus B will be equal to plus minus 40. and they are moving in opposite direction, so B plus D is 60. We need to find the value of A plus B plus C plus D upon 4. So if I add these values here, so B will be cancelled out, you will get A plus B plus C plus D. If you take plus sign, it will be 150. If you take minus sign, it will give you 30. In this case, A plus B plus C plus D. If you take plus sign, it will be 150. If you take minus sign, it will give you 70. Right. Now, A plus B plus C plus D cannot be 30 because A plus B itself is 50. So, cannot be less than 50 basically. So, divide by 4. A plus B plus C plus D divided by 4 will give you 37.5 here. 37.5 here. Or it could be 17.5. So you can see that 37.5 is one of the possible speed, average of the speeds. Again, this one says A drove in clockwise direction, so A is moving in clockwise direction, and B in anti-clockwise, so B is moving in this direction. And C is observed this D speed at 20 miles per hour with respect to him. Now there are two cases again. They can move in clockwise direction or they can move in anti-clockwise direction. Now in this case, because they are moving in opposite direction, so C plus D has to be 20. Right. Now as compared to B, B minus A or A minus B is 50, so it will be plus minus 50. And B and C are moving in same direction. And from this I can say that the maximum value of C is 20, right? C cannot be more than 20. That means speed of C has to be less than B. It cannot be C minus B is 40, right? We have two possibilities here, B minus C or C minus B is 40, right? So now because C is not more than 20, so it's obviously B minus C is 40. Okay, and B plus D is 60. Now from this I can see that B is nothing but 40 plus C, and the value of C ranges from 0 to 20, right? So if I put C 0, you'll get B as 40. If you put 20, you'll get 60. That means B ranges from 40 to 60, right? In second case, it will be C plus D is 20, B plus C is 40, and B minus D or D minus B is 60. From this, maximum value of C is 20 and maximum value of D is 20 and maximum value of B is 40. So either of these two cases are not possible, right? Difference of B and D is at max 40, so 40 minus 0, right? So this case is not possible. So this is the only possibility. 40 to 60. The only option lies is option B. This one says that out of A and B, one out of A and B, row is in clockwise direction, another is anti-clockwise direction, and there is a person E standing at O. Observe that the speeds of R and S are the same. That means their actual speed, because the person at O, which is E, is standing, right? So the following can also be observed by E. So let's assume the speeds of C and D is V, okay? So with respect to B, what are the possible cases? You can have B minus V as plus minus 40, D plus V have 40 depending on the direction of C or D, right? And similarly you can have B minus V is plus minus 60 or B plus V is 60. So I can take this case and this case, right? If I take this case and this case, B plus V is 60. So if you add these two equations, so you get twice of B is either 100 or 10. So B can be 100 or 20. So B can be 10 or 50, right? And if you take this case and this case, B plus BV 16 are the same. So twice of B can be again 100 or minus 20, right? So again B can be 10 or 50 in either of the case. So B has two possibilities, 10 and 50, right? And similarly we can equal to V also. So V will come out to be same because this difference only, right? So V is also 10 or 50. So now what about A? A's speed with respect to B is 50. So depending on the direction of A with B, right, they are moving in same direction as right now. So A can be, you can say that A minus B is plus minus 50. Okay. So depending on value of B, we can see that A can be, if you take 50 and 50, A can be 0. If you take B as 10, the C can be 60. If you take B as 50, A can also be 100. Right, so there are three possibilities. The fourth possibility is minus 40 is not possible. So A is either 0, 60 or 100. Right, so these are the possibilities. Now see, speeds of A, B, C, D can be what? If I take A as 0, if A is 0, B has to be 50, right, in this case. And when B is 50, V has to be 10, and so this is one of the case. If I take A as 60, speed of B has to be 60. So B has to be 10, gives you 50, right? So when B is 10, C and D will come out to be 50 and 50. And similarly, when A is 100, B, C, D will come out to be 50, 10 and 10. So let's check which of the following options can be true. 3 of the 4 cars have speed of 10 miles per hour, which is wrong. 3 has 50, which is again wrong. A's car was exactly double of C or D car, which is again not possible here. C's car was moving at more than double of the B's car, so this is possible in second case. 6 times speed, so D is the possible answer.